Hey everybody, Drew McLellan here from Agency Management Institute, this week coming to you from home in Denver, Colorado. You know, it's interesting, one of the pieces of research that keeps coming up, and one of the things that both Danielle and I are hearing in our coaching sessions, is that your team members are self-reporting that they are more burnt out and feeling more stressed than they did during COVID. So 4 years ago, at this time of year, in March, April, we were in lockdown. We had no idea what was happening in the world, and we were going into an incredibly stressful time, personally and professionally. A time of great unknown, which we know as human beings creates a lot of stress for us. And yet, fast forward 4 years later, we're through COVID, we're through a lot of the challenges that came after COVID, and yet people are reporting that they are more stressed out and they are more worried and they are more exhausted than even during that, what for most of us, I would say, is one of the most stressful times that we've ever been in before. So I want to suggest to you that one of the ways that we can help our team, and if we're reflective and we can say, you know what, I'm feeling a lot of stress too. One of the ways we can help our team, but we can also help ourselves, is to think about what do we need to do to sort of ease some of that stress, to ease some of that unrest, to give ourselves literally and figuratively some breathing room. So, you know me, I don't get all sort of spiritual or woo-woo very often, but today's tip is really about when was the last time you just sat for 5 or 10 minutes and took those deep restorative breaths? There's a ton of apps for our phone that'll walk you through a breathing exercise. If you're not sure how to get down to that diaphragm and bring those breaths up, how do I do that? And so one, I want you to do it for yourself, right? I want you to get in a habit of maybe 2 or 3 times a day. And if you can do it more often than that, great. But just taking 3 or 5 minutes and just doing some deep breathing. And 2, don't do it in the dark. Don't do it in a way that nobody knows about it but you. I want you to talk to your team about it. I want you to talk about the power of literally and figuratively just pausing and catching your breath. And I want you to encourage your team members to do that as well, to just find 5 minutes a day. And maybe that's all it is for right now. But I think after people do that sort of restorative, deep breathing exercise where they stand up or they sit, with their shoulders back and they really open themselves up and they fill their lungs with that fresh air and they hold it and exhale it. Again, that's not my normal topic. It's not my area of expertise, but I do know that our bodies need it. And I do know that our brains need it. And I know that our spirit needs just 5 minutes of nothing but focusing on filling our lungs with oxygen and feeling everything just expand. And what that does is it forces us for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to stop, to not think, to focus on our body, to just give ourselves that minute of respite that we need to keep going in the day. So is that going to solve the problem of our stressed out employees? No. Is it going to solve the problem of our stressed out selves? No. But is it a start? Is it a way for us to focus on it a little bit and begin to give our body something that it needs that will also be good for our spirit? I think so. So I know it's crazy, but I want you to just stop and breathe today. And I want you to do it every day for a week and see how it feels. And then I want you to talk to your team about doing it. If nothing else, one of the things that our research has also shown us is that your team wants you to see them as whole human beings. They don't just want to be an employee to you. They want you to recognize that they have this whole other life outside of their work and that you care about it. So even if you think this is all hogwash, talking to them about, you know what, it sounds crazy, but I started doing 5 minutes of deep breathing. And you know what, you guys, it really did help me calm down. It helped me relax. I noticed my shoulders dropping. I noticed the tension in my back releasing a little bit. I just gave myself a little bit of breathing room. And I know we're all going crazy. We're all working really hard. We're all working really fast. But I want you to give yourself that gift of just 5 minutes of breathing, even just talking to them about it, even just saying to them, I see that you're stressed. I see that you're working hard and I want you to take care of yourself. There's huge dividends in that. Just caring about them as human beings and taking the time to talk to them about it for a few minutes, I think is going to pay off huge dividends. So, number one, give yourself the gift. Number two, give the gift to your team. Let's see what happens. All right? Go on, take a few deep breaths and get back to your day. See you next week.